Good morning. My name is Sandy, and I'm with the New Parent Support Program here at JBLM. And today we'd just like to share a little bit about our program and maybe answer some questions that you might have. So please feel free along the way to type in your questions into and we will get you the answers either live or as soon as we're off. First, a little bit about our program. New Parent Support Program is a home and community-based program to support parents. We provide education and connection with families. Eligibility is by active duty, their dependents, and if you had any questions about it, I'll give you my phone number. Any eligible family member or family with a child under 4 years old is eligible for our program. So this is great for pregnant families, maybe with their first baby, but it's also a perfect program for somebody that has maybe 6 babies, but their 6th one is a little bit different than what they've been used to before. So don't think that just because you've parented before that you cannot benefit from the New Parent Support Program. Our services are always confidential and they are free for you. And they are always at your convenience. Our team of home visitors sets their schedule for what's appropriate for our families. And our team is made up of licensed clinical social workers as well as registered nurses. You might wonder, what does New Parent Support Program actually look like? You know, when I think about New Parent Support Program, I think of it as a combination of teacher, counselor, and cheerleader. And as far as the teaching part, we provide education and based on your family's need and according to what you have asked us for. That education might be something about potty training. You might have questions about breastfeeding, or maybe you need to learn about how to do self-care while you're parenting. Now, we don't provide therapy, but we are great listeners. So we would be happy to hear your issue and let you talk with us in a non-judgmental way. If it is determined based on your needs that you would like to find a counselor, we are happy to help you find that and to provide resources for that. You know, but I think above all, my greatest role in this is to be your cheerleader. Because as you're going through your different times with parenting, you may not feel very confident, but I can recognize and identify things in you that really show your parenting strengths. And that's what we are here as a team at New Parent Support Program. Now, each provider in our team has kind of different specialty areas, but we are all well educated with great experience, and we are ready to support your family. Typically, in the New Parent Support Program, we offer home visitation, and also a great part of our program is our play groups where different families can get together with their children and interact. But we also have parenting classes that we do where parents can come and learn on a certain topic what information that is important to them. Now, as you might guess, things are looking a little bit different in New Parent Support Program during this time. And as we're all staying home to stay healthy, we're providing our supportive services in a different way. So to keep you safe, we are no longer doing face-to-face visits, but we have learned to do our visits virtually. So we're continuing to connect with clients through texts and emails, through phone calls, and many other virtual platforms that you might have, like FaceTime or Zoom. We are going to be offering Zoom virtual play groups as well as developing some Facebook education for our clients and for anyone really that wants to go onto Facebook. So if you have questions or you would like to find out more about New Parent Support Program, please join us or call us at 253-967-7409. And that line right now is a voicemail only, so leave your name and your number and we will get back to you just as soon as we can. I thought I'd share a little bit about just kind of what my visits have turned into while staying at home, because you might be wondering, is this something that could be supportive? Some of the different ways that I have supported clients in the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of breastfeeding questions or children feeding questions, and I've been able to really explore some options with them, not providing any kind of medical advice, but helping them to find the best information during this time that's been a little bit more challenging for them to get together with their provider. Other things, I've had clients who have needed some support for mood. And again, after listening and after exploring different options and coping strategies with them, we were able to locate virtual counseling that was appropriate for them. So these are just some of the ways that in this time I've been able to still stay connected. And earlier this morning we were talking as a team, and it's interesting and fun to find out that many of my teammates are using the same strategies and working through some of the same things. So this is a great time for us to just reach out to you and provide the support that you need. One of the things recently I've had come up a couple of times is ways to get my toddler talking. And that would be something that if I came into your home, I might show you some different things and we would talk about different ways. And now I'm able to not only connect with those clients, but also provide them resources that they can try some things. When I get back together with them over the phone again, then we'll find out what worked for them and what didn't. The other thing I think that as a home visitor, I've been able to do is help them to understand what is the most up-to-date and evidence-based COVID-19 information. And we are able to find out a lot of that information on the JBLM websites. But some of the information that my clients might specifically want to know, having to do with their pregnancy or their children, I'm able to also connect them with resources that are appropriate to the situation that they are in. As a listener, I'm also able to just listen to their concerns, maybe help them to normalize some of those things that they feel nervous about, and let them know that they're not alone in this. We are still connected, even though we're not sitting together. And isn't it funny how many people lately have had to turn into being homeschool parents, homeschool teachers? I've had several of my families talk about that and how they just don't feel like they're getting by in this time and doing a really good job. So being able to just listen to them, to help them to recognize that they're not the only one in this. One of the questions I've gotten is like, how do I keep my kindergartner on task with these little ones in the house? And some of the solutions I've explored with them, I don't know if they've used them, but we've talked about, let your little one maybe your kindergartner be the teacher. Let your kindergartner read to your other children, and let your kindergartner teach them how to write their letters. When they're feeling in control, then they'll be more apt to, complete those tasks. So that's kind of some of the things I think during this time, mainly, we need to just really be gentle with ourselves. I don't know about you, but I have never been through anything like this before. And so I'm learning something new all the time. And together we can learn to not only navigate through this different time, but also support each other. And we are here at New Parent Support Program to make sure that you have all the support that you need. So if there's anybody out there that has a question, I would just really love to, if you want to even think about it, let's stump the home visitor. I'm willing for that. Just feel free to ask any question. Oh, let's see. Okay. So Kimberly has an interesting question, and Kimberly, that child falls slightly out of our age range because we work with children under 4. But so officially diagnosed, my recommendation, I don't know where you are, Kimberly. I'm more familiar with Thurston County has like parent to parent. They would have some great information for children that have special needs to connect you to the right thing. A 4-year-old would also qualify for school services. So I'm not sure exactly what services you're looking for, but that would be, and my team is going to be working around me and find stuff. Have you looked into EFMP? Oh, see, that just came to me. EFMP might also have some great things. I know a lot of times they even have play groups and that sort of thing for those specific things. So good question, Kimberly, because that's got to be a challenge at this time to keep your little one really active, or your active little one contained while we're all staying home to stay healthy. So what I would recommend for you, Kimberly, is make sure that you also have some opportunity to do some self-care. Oh, am I good at that? Okay, well, we're getting a question from the audience right here. The question has been how to deal with regressive behaviors during this time, like maybe potty training and that kind of thing. And that would be the perfect thing to bring up to your new parent support program, home visitor, and you would work on those things together. So I could probably come up with a few recommendations, but it may not be appropriate to your situation and to your child. And that's the great thing about having a home visitor. It's relationship based in that you get to know a little bit about each other and what will work and what won't. I always think of us as not the experts. Really, when it comes to your children, you are the expert, and we're going to help you find what you need to be able to parent your child, how not only you would want to, but to make them really flourish and just really help you to grow the family that you want to have. So, okay, and so Kimberly, it looks like, yes, EFMP is probably your best bet. They've got some really good stuff. I've used them in the past, even with our own family. So, good. Okay, any other questions? When I leave here, I will be going back and contacting my clients and hoping to set up a virtual play group with them so that we can talk about baby development and ways to play with your baby to help your baby meet those developmental milestones. So, these are some of the things that we do with new parent support. we're really all about finding out what is the best way to offer you and your family the support that you're looking for. Make sure that you have easy access to our phone number. I'm going to give it again, which is 253-967-7409. And please reach out to us anytime you feel like you might need the support of us. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we have something else coming up here. Oh, hello. Oh, here we go. All right. So the virtual play dates that I am going to be trying, I have to say, are not going to probably involve the children as much as the parents talking amongst themselves of what's going on. So let's see, Laura, virtual play dates. Yeah, her 5-year-old and 3-year-old has become, yeah, do you think that's partly some of the anxiety that they're trying to get out or that kind of thing? I wonder if you could do something with them that would get some of that out. Like it sounds to me, if you have 5-year-olds that are doing really physical things, they may need to do things that kind of touch those pressure points a little bit more. So maybe you could have them roll from one side of the room to the other. Their muscles would, the proprioceptive joints and all of that kind of thing would be activated. So that might help somewhat. The other thing I think can really be helpful is if you make sure that you have a certain schedule about things or a routine about things. Children need to have that routine, and that's helpful, especially during this time when there's not much routine out there. Lily, I see that you have a child that has a lot of fear issues, and that's, that is a very real thing. I have seen some different things online about ways to discuss this with your child. Like, I know Sesame Street has a really great one that explains to kids what's going on. So, I think as parents, one of the biggest things is that we've got to have a great handle on it ourselves. And of course, that changes every day because things get nervous and things can change. So I would say that, you really need to find out where you are in all of this. And then maybe talk more about protecting not only him, but others as well, that this is just a time. And when you look, it's a time when everybody is doing it, but not everybody is sick. And, it's just a time when we're slowing down. I think there are some really great resources out there. I would look at especially start maybe with the Sesame Street website, and you might get other things going. I think it's Sesame Street Communities that has that. Now, let's see. Alan asked if it applies to parents who are expecting, and we have several different classes that might work well with first-time parent classes once they're happening again. So since October, you're due, that would be great. The other thing is, along the way, if you connected with a home visitor, you could get quite a bit of resources and education even before you were ready to maybe go to a class. So let's see. I'm not exactly sure what is going on with the baby boot camp or newborn care classes. That might be happening this month. So we will have information on the website of how those are looking. Let's see. Oh, good. We've got some great information there. So if there aren't any other classes, for more information, be sure, or any other questions, for more information, please be sure to go to the JBLM DPFR website. We've got classes and things that are posted on that, and they'll have the most up-to-date information. You see that there's also some good resources there. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been really my privilege to chat with you this morning. Again, if you have any other questions, please call our line at 253-967-7409. Have a great day.